Yes, it's actually a green Monday. I was expecting some kind of pullback, but surprisingly, the market just from nowhere. See, Bitcoin just edged up over the weekend, and it's looking quite good right now. Looking at the sentiment in the market right now is at 45 points. That's almost neutral, quite good. We've been in extreme greed for extreme fear most of last month, but now getting to about the neutral zone, which is a sign that traders are getting back into the game. Market cap, it's down by 1.71% this morning. Volume traded, $73.50 billion, up 8.64%. And we see Bitcoin dominance sitting at 41.83% this morning. Price of Bitcoin sitting pretty above the 40,000 level. It broke that resistance, and now it's at $42,713, up 3%. Most traders are seeing the road there back to the 50K region. Remains to be seen. Volume traded this morning, $21.15 billion traded in Bitcoin. Price of Ethereum above the $3,000 mark, also up 2.82%. Volume traded in Ethereum, $11.81 billion. We've seen Ethereum able to break that $3,000 resistance. Some are saying, oh, well, maybe the Chinese have woken back up and are back in the market. We see the rise going on right now. Top bottom market cap, you see it's mostly green there with XRP, the biggest jumper this morning, 12.06%. It's at 74 cents, trying to get back above that 80-cent region. We see BNB there up 3.31%. Solana, $118, up 4.96%. It's quite a green market we're seeing right there. Let's bring in Olumide Adesina now, financial market analyst. Hello, Olumide.
Yeah, hello, Ladi. This is a Green Monday.
Yeah, Green Monday, quite interesting. I believe the Chinese have woken up.
Yeah, fairly relative, but I think it's much more than that because if you look at the Friday shoot up after the impressive job report, one would have expected that Bitcoin to fall below $35,000. But contrary to market reaction, Bitcoin rebounded strongly. And from technical analysis, it shows that one of the reasons why Bitcoin surged to that record was because of it was in an oversold position. So a lot of undervalued institutional investors keyed into the market, and we saw Bitcoin rally over the weekend, and now it's presently trading at over $42,000. But the narrative is really that though Bitcoin has the momentum, we should not throw caution out of the wind because there are still structural issues that are coming to play. We're expecting the stablecoin regulation in a matter of few weeks. Some countries are already enforcing their stance on crypto. You look at take an instance of India. India is taxing about 30% on crypto transactions. That's very, very expensive. And the Russians also, despite the fact they've retreated from banning crypto assets, they've not brought in a well-structured framework around crypto regulation. So the market is still looking at the parabolics of events, but right now the bulls are calling the shots.
Yeah, the bulls are calling shots. Well, talking about regulation, it's been about a year now since the central bank, stopped crypto transactions with deposit money banks, and the report shows that Nigeria's peer-to-peer transactions has risen by 16% year on year. Quite interesting.
Yeah, it's very surprising, knowing fully well that the Apex Bank on February 5th, 2021, enforced sanctions against crypto transactions via their financial ecosystem. Well, despite that, just like you rightly said, we saw that on two major platforms, Paxful and Local Bitcoin, Nigerians pulled about $400 million. That's very big, more than Kenya, South Africa, and Ghana combined. So that just tells you that Nigeria is still the biggest crypto market in terms of transactions. But the other narrative is that you need to look at the fact that Nigerians are paying at a premium because they can't. A lot of Nigerians use cash and have a cash-based system. So the challenge is that now Nigerians are forced to go to P2P, where prices are often at the mercy of arbitrage and greedy middlemen. So right now, goes as high as 30% more. So Nigerians are paying like 30% more to purchase Bitcoin, but that has not really dampened Nigerians' momentum because if you look at the US, the Nigerian SEC recently announced that the average Nigerian in the capital market is 50 years old. So that tells you where majority of Nigerians, young Nigerians, are going to the crypto market.
Well, do you think, the target of the central bank, for telling the banks not to carry out crypto transactions, do you think they've hit the target at all?
Yeah, I think to be fair, I think they've achieved to certain. If you look at metrics level, because if you understand the rationality behind that was that they felt that crypto transactions were posing systemic risk, and they saw remittance dropping to record low in 2020, especially when taking the case of year-to-year basis. So I think they've achieved some stance on control, curtailing and that momentum, because you can't you cannot underestimate the power of the CBN. But if you look at the bigger context, the decentralized nature of the crypto market has made it very difficult for total enforcement to take in play. So I think it's a big win for the CBN enforcing and bringing out the inner to try and change the momentum. But it's left to be seen if that momentum will continue, because just like it's rightly said, people are still going into the Bitcoin market, especially in Nigeria.
Right, people are still going hard there. Okay, it's a new week. Now, what are you expecting for Bitcoin this week?
Yeah, well, the Bitcoin put a lot of bookmakers, including me, wrong, because I had bearish outlook since the beginning of the year. But I'll be watching at the U.S. inflation data report coming out on Thursday. If I see any tick up towards inflation region, definitely will be very bearish for Bitcoin, because right now we all know that interest rates are going to rise. But if there's going to be an high inflation number, then I think the bulls will have to stay exhausted, because that narrative will pull very down into their momentum.
All right, Olumide, we'll keep tracking it. Thank you so much, Olumide.
Thank you.
All right, looking at the top 5 gainers there, we see Shiba Inu is there, topping that count, is up about 24% this morning. A lot going on with SHIB. We see they've started the layer 2 protocol for called Shibarium, and they also have the SHIB swap and a lot of other developments coming up. So I see traders taking position in SHIB. It's up 24% this morning. Loopring, it's up 14%. Axie Infinity, another big mover there. It's at $70.24. They had their Twitter space, and supposedly somebody felt they saw Elon Musk actually attending that spaces on Twitter. So I guess that's why the price is spiking right now. Leo, $5.31, up 13.11%. And you see the losers count is quite lean this morning, showing that traders are moving away from stable coins and getting back into the altcoins, trying to make some gains right now. So it's looking quite good in the market. It's really green.
Really green, and we'll see how long the greenness or the bullish
how long
sentiment,
that continues.
the bullish sentiment will last for the week. We're here following the market.
Yeah, watching it.
Thank you so much, Ladi.
Thank you.